Hello and welcome to CALI Legends Media. Thank you to all the subscribers that have subscribed to my channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button down below. If you like the video, hit the like button and hit that notification bell if you'd like to be notified whenever new videos drop. Okay, so today's just a little fun video I thought would be fun to talk about. And this is about the music group War. War still performs in different venues. The audience is filled with different age groups. You know, different age groups listen to the music, especially when it's live. I seen them at the Greek. I seen them at a couple of venues, and even you could still go see War. War's always out somewhere, playing somewhere. But anyways, this particular video is about when they shot a video in my neighborhood. Now I know these days people are always making videos in different neighborhoods and stuff, but back then it wasn't very common. You wouldn't see it too often. Was it being done? Yes, of course it was. It's being done all over Northern California and Southern California, but we just didn't ever see it too often, or never seen it happen like firsthand and in our neighborhood the way this particular video was recorded. If you'd like to see this video, the one that I'm going to speak about, it's called War. You could go to YouTube, type in War, LOWRIDER, official music video, 4K. Make sure you put the 4K, because if you watch one of there's several of these videos out there with the same name, but only the 4K one allows you to really get a good visual on the backgrounds and the people in the video. This video that I'm talking about is from their album in 1975, Why Can't We Be Friends? And that's where the LOWRIDER song was introduced through that album. War had several albums that were a success. They had All Day Music in 71, The World is a Ghetto in 72. Why Can't We Be Friends came out in 1975, and the LOWRIDER video was filmed on Whittier Boulevard, the portion of Whittier Boulevard directly connected to my neighborhood. And throughout the years, War grew more famous and more well known, and in the end ended up on in the Music Hall of Fame. So it's not just a band that decided to make a video in the neighborhood. These guys are in the Music Hall of Fame, along with other very, very famous groups and musicians. So I thought it was a good honorable mention to mention their dealings here in Maravilla in Southern California on Whittier Boulevard. So in this video, you'll see a lot of the stores that were back there on Whittier Boulevard back in 1975. Chapolito Stone Furniture, Porky's, which is still there on Whittier Boulevard. Looks almost exactly the same. It also shows the Boulevard Theater, which is now a church called the Universal Church of, I think, the World. I don't know, something to that effect. But it's a church now, and that's the building with the Huggy Boy sign that you see on a lot of pictures and videos that are shot on Whittier Boulevard. You'll see Huggy Boy in that sign. That was actually the Boulevard Theater, a very old show. They used to have wrestling there. My dad used to take me to go see wrestling before they closed it down as a theater completely. Anyways, so they did this. They were shooting this music video on Whittier Boulevard while they were in the cars low riding. They also went up and down through the neighborhood. You'll see a lot of the wooden houses that I was talking about in my other video that existed during that time, that a few still remained. They're hard to find now. That when I needed one for my thumbnail, I had to drive all over to find one of them little wooden houses with the wood planks on the side. But you'll see some in the video. If they include it in the 4K, I don't remember exactly, but on the other videos they show a lot of them. But anyways, so this video was also shot in a theater, okay? In that theater, they shot while they were playing the instruments. So when they're performing the actual song and recording the actual song, they did that in a studio called Far Out Studios. But all of the car scenes and the low riding, in fact, even when the video begins in the 4K, there's a man with a cowboy hat that's speaking to a lady in a booth. That booth is a ticket booth that used to buy your tickets to go into the Boulevard Theater. So the interesting part of this whole story that made me want to even do this video more was the fact that before this song was released to the public officially, a recording of the song was given to a member of Imperial's car club. Imperial's car club still exists today. Back then there was several car clubs just like today. They had Group, New Life, Sons of Soul, Lifestyle, Imperials. Anyways, one of the Imperials members, I was told, was given an 8-track tape. For those of you who don't know, which I'm sure probably most of us, if not all of us, know, 8-tracks came before cassettes and before CDs, before zip drives and all that stuff. We used to have these big old 8-tracks that we put in our 8-track players in the car. Anyways, an 8-track was given to one of the Imperials members. And he went down Whittier Boulevard bumping this track of Lowrider by War. This song had not been released to the public. It wasn't known. It was never put out. An Imperial Car Club member drove down Whittier Boulevard bumping the song Lowrider. And it was turning heads. And back then when you cruise the boulevard, it would come to a complete stop, and move maybe 10 feet and a complete stop again for another 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever it was. But there was a lot of stop and go. Not like now when you cruise, it's through traffic and stuff. It was a different scene, a different cruising scene back then. But I could imagine that song blaring out of one of these guys' cars and the people just catching the beat, the rhythm of the song, the words of the song, which had to do with low riding, And thinking about it now, yeah, this was done in 1975. But to know that this band went on to be so successful and even entered into the Music Hall of Fame, I think makes it a bigger deal now, And I think it's an honorable mention. I don't want to just talk about gangs, addiction, and all of these other things. I also want to talk about culture and history of Southern California and California in general, Northern California too. I'm hoping to do a video on Cesar Chavez and his accomplishments and his representation of the people, for the people, Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's just a little nostalgia, to share with you. If any of yous are from Imperial Car Club or know anybody from Imperial's Car Club that could expound on this experience of receiving this tape and how did it all go down and everything, I think it would be interesting to hear about. Maybe you could get on the comment section and share with us a little bit about that and how it went down that night, on the boulevard. You'll see a lot of the cars in the video are like 70s, some 60s. with spokes, lifts. It wasn't so much a classic scene, a classic car scene. We just fixed up the cars that we had, that we'd buy. You know, they were the car of that year. And you put some rims on it, put some lifts on it, and that's what you would sport on the boulevard. Well, now these cars have become classic cars, and they're historic vehicles. So these are almost the exact same cars that are being fixed up still and driven on the boulevard. Only now they're classics. Back then, they were just the car that you bought. You know, you go to, it's 1975, you go buy a 1973 Caprice. You know, pretty little car, put some spokes on it, put some lifts, put a bumping sound system, hit the boulevard, you know. It's a little different. I think it makes it even a little better now, because now these cars are classics now, you know, and they're still fixing them up, and you still see these same cars, you know. So enjoy the video. I hope you go and watch it. Just a little history, you know, that's all. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a comment. Yeah, and if you know anybody from Imperial's Car Club, please share the video, so that way maybe they could give us their input and their experience with the band War during that time. I really appreciate you clicking on my channel. We're still growing little by little. I appreciate each and every one of you to subscribe. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless your families, everybody that's watching, and stay safe. Please stay free. Thank you very much.